Test 1 2. 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 Whoa. Test 1 2. 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 Is that good?
I feel like you're a little quiet.
Test 1 2. 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 All right.
Alright, I think that should be
Cool.
good. Alright,
Hello. What's up? How you doing, Ben? Doing great. Thanks for asking. Well, back at it here. Home sweet home. Wonderful Greensboro Ice House. You can't beat it. Saturday night. We are Penn State. Am I good? Ah, cool. And welcome into the Greensboro Ice House tonight for some Saturday night hockey between the High Point Panthers and the North Carolina State Wolfpack alongside Peyton Youse. I'm Brian Hanway, and Peyton, we got a nice matchup here today. Interstate rivalry between the Wolfpack and the Panthers. Both teams looking for their first win of the season as the puck drops, and we are underway here at the Greensboro Ice House.
Yeah, this should be a good one, a nice little in-state battle. The NC State Wolfpack coming down the road just 90 minutes away and taking on the Panthers here at the Greensboro Ice House, and we're in for a good one on this Saturday evening.
Well, High Point's already in the offensive zone coming up the ice. What a block there. A good shot from Georgia Frost to get things going here.
And Georgia Frost, definitely somebody to keep an eye on. She had a hat trick in the first game of the season in that 5-6 loss against Alabama, and she's definitely looking to find the back of the net a couple times this evening.
High Point started off their season, as you mentioned, a 6-5 loss to Alabama on September 20th. They played them the very next day, lost 2-1, two very competitive games. High Point was able to find the net a lot in the first game. However, in the second game, not so much, but nonetheless, they've been playing their opponents thus far very competitive, whereas North Carolina State, as they face them in this interstate rivalry game, as the puck keeps on going back and forth, and High Point officially has possession. It's Sarah Miller who will dump it off to Graham. And no icing is called there as NC State has possession to start this game. Nice way to start here for the Panthers as they're looking to get their first win of the season. It's their first game that they're playing in just over a month now, Peyton. So how does that play into factor for a game like this?
Yeah, it's definitely going to be really interesting. Obviously, not playing in over a month, they're definitely going to be shaking off the rust, it seems, a little bit in this one. But they're also going to have to jump out to a quick start because we know that this NC State team can score. So we're definitely going to have to make sure, the Panthers are going to have to make sure that they capitalize early on.
NC State almost had a couple opportunities there to get a goal, but High Point said not today. As that was a close one there as Cave clears it. And it'll go all the way into the NC State offensive zone. And no icing is called, and play will resume. New lines out for the Panthers. Graham playing some good defense there. That's Carter with the puck. Carter tries to get a shot off. Unsuccessful, and Graham picks it back up. And here come the Panthers coming up the ice once again. They got numbers 3-on-1. She'll take it herself. Shot on goal. What a save there from Padilla. As High Point had a golden opportunity there, but no such luck. They tried to get it to Tuccinardi. No, not successful.
Yeah, that was a beautiful feed there you saw from Frost. Take the defender along that left side and try and find Graham at the top. She had a great look, but just couldn't convert, though.
Here's Tuccinardi, top of the key, and she'll get it into the offensive zone. She goes after it. Oh, almost a shot on goal there. That was a close one. That would have been a great way to start the game for the Panthers. As NC State continues to move the puck around, and they clear it. And no icing will be called. And High Point will start over with it as they try to get something going here in the early stages of this game.
And they might not have scored yet, but definitely a very encouraging sign. They've definitely been on top when it comes to time of possession. They've definitely been in control of this puck for the majority of this time, and they're looking to keep that up throughout the game.
So icing is called. There will be a face-off on High Point's side of the ice. And Lizzie Johnston getting the start in goal for the Panthers. She's given up 2 goals on the season. She played in their last game against Alabama on the 21st. Not a bad game for her. As so far, she hasn't really saw too much action. What a save there from Johnston as she gets her stick up. NC State's still in possession as they turn the puck over, but immediately get it back. As Johnson puts an end to that, and another face-off will happen for the Panthers.
Gina, give me the goalie. Zoom in as much as you can.
Well, Peyton, a very successful season last year for this women's team, winning the ACCHL championship. One of 2 teams in the High Point program. The Division II team won it, and the women's team won it as well. And they are very much looking forward to defending their title in February, and it should be a very, very good matchup
Yeah,
when those ACCHL playoffs come around on February 21st.
Yeah, when you think of High Point, you maybe think of basketball, soccer, lacrosse even, but High Point now becoming a little bit of a hockey school. Despite being from North Carolina, not exactly a Northeast school. Panthers making some noise on the ice for sure.
Here's Bartlett with the puck. Shot on goal is no good. As High Point continues to be successful, Tuccinardi will dump it off immediately. Back to Bartlett at the top, and she'll lose it. And she'll have to take it back to avoid the offsides. Here's Graham again as she makes it up ice. Graham's shot is blocked, but immediately picked up by Tuccinardi. Her shot is also blocked. Good defensive possession there for the Wolfpack, as High Point once again had 2 opportunities to put the puck in the net.
Yeah, the Panthers can't even be mad about that. Those were 2 great looks, but the Wolfpack just tremendous defense there to not let that puck find the back of the net.
Well, here come the Wolfpack. That's Carter with the puck as Graham tries to get a stick on it but falls. And High Point's defense will hold out. Here's Tuccinardi trying to get up ice, and she'll clear it immediately as a line will change. And again, both defenses have been playing up to par to start this game. As North Carolina State moves it up the ice now. That's going to be number 19, Lindsay Day. And her shot's immediately blocked by Johnson in the net. And NC State will get it back at the top. Here we go. Here's High Point again. Coming back up the ice. That's Maddie McPhee as her pass is immediately intercepted by Day. But High Point will recover it once more. A lot of back and forth going on. We've seen a lot of really good defense. But sometimes when they try to make the right pass, they just can't get the stick on the puck and eventually cost them, as they've had some really good opportunities to start the game, but neither team has been able to capitalize thus far in the early stages.
Yeah, this is a game that really comes down, like all sports, to execution. Obviously, the opportunities can present themselves, but it's a matter of being able to actually capitalize on them, like you said, and execute.
High Point wins that face-off. Tuccinardi will dump it off to Price. Down low to Graham. Her shot is picked off, and NC State's going to run away with it here. High Point has a lot of guys, has a lot of players back there, as they immediately get it back. Here's NC State. High Point immediately picks it off. Oh, and what a great defense there. Frost had a shot at it, but no such luck. And NC State will try to clear it there. Here come the Panthers. NC State trying to draw something up. Here's DiPasquale. And we'll clear the zone. And no icing will be called, excuse me. And there will be a face-off on NC State's side of the ice. High Point will also have another long break after this game. Their next game will not be up until November 9th when they take on Virginia. They have a 2-game series with them. And then it's the ACCHL Fall Tournament, as that puck is immediately recovered there by Cave. And here comes Cave down the ice. And NC State's going to come away with a defensive possession. But here comes the Panthers again. And they have been relentless to start this game, not giving up on the play. As a free puck is immediately picked up by High Point. And here come the Wolfpack coming up the ice. This is Montez. Montez making a move. Her shot on goal is no good. That was a great move there from Grace Montes.
That was some absolutely tremendous stick work, weaving in between not one but 2 High Point defenders. She had a great look, just couldn't find the back of the net.
High Point was able to catch away with that break. Here come the Panthers again. That was Kayla Blair. Immediately picked off. Carter has it for the Wolfpack. Looking for an open player. Carter maneuvering her shot. Just a little wide left. And High Point comes away with it as Georgia Frost picks it up. Here come the Panthers. 3-on-2. Frost moving up the ice. Takes it past her defender. Shot is, just off. They almost had the first goal of the game. That would have been a crazy goal there by Georgia Frost. As Graham almost gets a stick on that free puck. And no players were there. It's immediately recovered by Price. Swings it over to Graham on the other side. Graham over to Bartlett. Shot no good. And Price tries to get in the middle of the ice, but immediately picked off by Carter. Here come the Wolfpack. Fighting for it at center ice. Carter recovers. Good stick there by Tuccinardi. And it's immediately batted out of the zone. And the Panthers come up again. Here's Graham trying to get it in, and no such luck. Fighting for it up on the boards. Here's Graham, top of the key. Cave tries to attempt a slap shot, and no such luck from that.
Definitely a missed opportunity there from Cave. She was wide open there on that slap shot. Just kind of weak shot, kind of dribbled along the ice there. And the Wolfpack getting back possession.
So an icing call. There will be a face-off on NC State's side of the ice. And Peyton, I mean, what have you seen so far in this game? I mean, we've seen a lot of golden opportunities for High Point to capitalize and get on the board, but they just haven't been able to do so far.
It's really just execution. They've had the opportunities and they've presented themselves, but they just have not been able to execute and light the lamp.
Cave will recover it. And let's see if High Point can get on the board here to start this game. Cave moving up the ice and immediately picked off again for NC State, but High Point fights for it, and they get it back. Frost, that was Miller who slap shots it into the offensive zone. And High Point's going to recover. Fighting for it was Blair, and that is going to go all the way on the other side of the ice. And icing is called, and we'll get a face-off on the other side and a new line change. A very meaningful season for this women's team, as mentioned before, trying to defend their ACCHL title, in which they got in their very first season as a program. And here's Tuccinardi, who is a big piece to why High Point will be in contention to defend their title, as she's been flying around the ice all night so far, Peyton.
Yeah, you just saw her make a great play there, poke it right back, and Panthers taking possession to themselves.
Here's Tuccinardi trying to fight for it, and it is in a goal! Georgia Frost, her fourth goal of the season, as she gets a stick on it off of a Tuccinardi shot. It's a 1-0 game.
Brian, we were just talking about Tuccinardi, and before the game we were just talking about Georgia Frost and the hat trick she had. How about the two of them combining on that play, Tuccinardi poking it away, and then Georgia Frost finishing it, lighting the lamp for the Panthers and putting them up 1-0 early.
Tuccinardi picks up her first point of the season with that assist, I believe. It may have been a pass, it may have been a rebounded shot. Regardless, we're going to give her the point anyway in the Brian Hanway book of hockey statistics. So here's High Point. They win the face-off. And it is immediately recovered there by Montes, who was on this team last year for the Panthers, transferred to NC State. And we saw her make a very nice move earlier in the game a couple minutes ago that would have put NC State up if that shot wasn't too high and wide. Here come the Panthers again, moving up ice. They have another opportunity. Graham's shot on goal is saved immediately there from Padilla. But High Point gets it back, as that pass is picked off by Montes. But High Point immediately recovers it back. Here come the Panthers. Sarah Miller in the general area. And that puck is saved again by Padilla. And here come the Wolfpack. Bartlett back on defense for High Point, but no one there for Day. And here come the Panthers. A good opportunity here as they try and set it up. That was Caitlin Price. Top of the key, here's Miller. Miller's shot blocked by Carter. And here come the Panthers, here come the Wolfpack again up ice. Wolfpack trying to get back into this game, being down one off of a Georgia Frost goal. As High Point looking to clear it away from their zone. They get the icing, and a face-off will happen on the other side of the ice. A lot of icings called so far. A lot of consecutive icings to start this game, and it will be Addison Graham, who has 2 goals on the season for the Panthers.
She's been very active in this game.
She has.
Seen her had a lot of shots.
Here's
on
Graham's
goal.
shot, and that one's immediately picked up and scored. Georgia Frost again for the Panthers. Off the shot of Addison Graham. Another rebounded second chance opportunity for Georgia Frost, and it's 2-0 Panthers.
And I know we keep talking about that hat trick Frost had in the first game against Alabama, but now we might be looking at a hat trick maybe in this first period. Georgia Frost with 2 already, and now Panthers going to go back to that face-off circle. Georgia Frost now looking for goal number 3.
Frost goal, 5th one on the season for her. Second multi-game goal for her on the season. And High Point is making quick work on the NC State Wolfpack. It is 2-0. Here's Montes working up ice for the Panthers. And her pass is poked away by Frost, and she'll clear it to the other side. And no icing is called as Graham, great hustle by her on the other side. Another opportunity. Frost, and almost had it off the post. Good feed there from Graham as Frost couldn't convert. She gets it back, though. Pass to Graham. Graham, shot, goal! Addison Graham off the pass of Georgia Frost. It's 3-0 High Point.
With the involvement that Graham has had in this game, you knew it was just a matter of time before she found the back of the net. So many opportunities so far, but finally converts on that one, and she puts the Panthers up 3-0, 7:30 left in the first period.
Graham's first goal on the season. She has 2 assists on the season prior, but a good first goal for her, and it's 3-0 Panthers. As Sarah Miller will take over for the face-off duties as she wins it herself, and she'll immediately take it up ice for the Panthers. Miller's shot on goal, no good, saved by Padilla, and High Point gets it back here. Panthers again, shot there by McPhee's, no good. Wide right, as NC State clears it. And High Point will take over as an icing is not called. McPhee tries to get it to Hoyt, but it'll go all the way on the other side. Here's Hoyt fighting for it. She was fighting for it from Di Pasquale as Cave has it for the Panthers. Cave's shot is blocked. And High Point gets it back. Cave will flick it out of bounds. Is clearly disappointed with herself there. So there will be a face-off in neutral territory for both teams as lines change here in the Greensboro Ice House. A 3-0 game. High Point and North Carolina State here in the Greensboro Ice House. If you're just joining us alongside Peyton, Youse, I'm Brian Hanway. We got you covered here today. Georgia Frost started the game off with 2 straight goals, and Addison Graham had a goal off of an assist from Georgia Frost. What a game we have here so far as High Point pokes it away here. As that is picked up there by Frost. She's fighting for it on the boards. With no such luck, Price has it now for the Panthers. She gets into the center ice, no such luck. And that will go on the other side, and here come the Panthers again. It's Tuccinardi with the puck now. She'll dump it off to Price. Price moving it up ice for the Panthers. Price gets it over to Graham. Her shot, no good. And that is in for the goal. Not quite sure who scored it. I think it's going to be Bridget Price, the captain today for the Panthers. And it's 4-0 High Point.
And Graham there on that shot did not have the best angle, but Price right there waiting for it. And perfect execution. Gets it to find the back of the net. And that puts the Panthers up 4-0 with 5:41 left in this first period.
Second chance goals have been the thing for the High Point Panthers. They've had a couple of them so far. And Bridget Price, the junior, picks up her first goal of the season off of a second chance opportunity. Miller's going to win the toss for High Point. And it is 4-0 Panthers. What a start to this game we have here, Peyton.
Yeah, and the Panthers, they're getting their scoring in bunches. Didn't score for about the first 10 minutes, and all of a sudden, these past 4 or 5 minutes, they've just clicked on the offensive end, and that's propelled them to 4 straight goals.
And here's NC State. Miller fighting for it with Hoyt. And it is picked off there by Tuccinardi, but NC State getting it right back. This is Carter. Picked off by Tuccinardi. Tuccinardi tries to get it over to Price. And a missed opportunity there for the Panthers. They would have had numbers, but they get it back here. Here's Miller. Excuse me, that's Bartlett. Bartlett taking it over center ice. No such luck. Now Hoyt. Back to Bartlett. Bartlett's shot no good. Saved by Padilla. And it will be a face-off. Good save there by Lauren Padilla. I mean, we saw on the NC State women's hockey website, they had her listed down as a winger, but tonight we find out that not only is she sporting the number 30, website said she wears 7. We're seeing her in goal today, so not sure how much experience she has in goal. But as I'm hearing from my pristine boss, Ben Shelton, it does not sound like she has a ton of experience.
And you know the old saying, trial by fire. I think that's perfect right here. She's getting
right
into the
mitts. What a goal
mitts.
there by Cave. Speaking on the subject, that one snuck right in. And Raquel Cave gets on the board for the Panthers. It's 5-0 here in Greensboro.
And a lot of these Panthers goals have come really close to the crease, but Cave making an exception this time, firing this one from way outside. But a great shot, perfect accuracy. And that puts the Panthers up 5-0.
Cave once again picking up her first goal of the season for the Panthers. As we have a 5-0 game on our hands. NC State trying to get on the board. They're just trying to get a goal at this point in the game. Luckily, there's a lot of hockey left to be played, but being down 5-0 at any point is really tough to get back in.
Yeah, and they need to start finding some opportunities sooner rather than later. Obviously, like you mentioned, there's a lot of time left, but that can slowly start to slip away, and they're going to need to find something, get something going on the offensive end really soon.
NC State fighting for it on the boards. That's Frost for High Point. She recovers, and her shot is in. Georgia Frost, Peyton. There's that hat trick you're talking about here in the first period. It's 6-0 High Point.
I know I said that she might get that hat trick in the first period, but I didn't think it would actually happen, but lo and behold, it does. She gets her third, the Panthers 6, and they lead 6-0.
That's Frost's second hat trick on the season. Once again, her first one came in the very first game of the season at Alabama. And already, it's 6-0 High Point, and Georgia Frost has half the goals. Miller wins it for the Panthers. And that is immediately poked away there by Carter for NC State. Miller has it. Here come the Panthers again. They're not slowing down. Miller, shot on goal, saved by Padilla. High Point immediately fighting for it, though. And you see no signs of slowing down here for the Panthers. Despite being up 6-0 in the first period, there are no signs of slowing down. Carter coming up the ice for the Wolfpack. Carter saved there by Johnston. She hasn't had a lot of action tonight for the Panthers, but that was a great save by her as Carter made a nice move to get up ice.
Yeah, she's been able to kind of take it easy in this game, be more of a spectator and just watch the Panthers attack just take over, but tasked with a shot right there, and she does a great job not letting it get behind her. And another great save right there.
Great save. Yeah, once again, that came off of Carter's stick. And a great save there by Lizzie Johnston. Montez shot's a little wide right. High Point fighting for it here. And that's Bartlett getting it. Shot blocked again by the Panthers. And it will be Caitlin Price trying to get a stick on it. But NC State recovers immediately. Here's Tuccinardi. She'll get it up ice here to Miller as she loses it. Montez, great move there. Montez coming up ice against her former team. Good move there from Montez. She loses it. NC State recovers it before it goes across the blue line. Here's Carter, poked away by Graham. And here comes High Point. Graham, finds Frost again. One-on-one, Georgia Frost, without a doubt, past Padilla. High Point's up 7-0, and Frost picks up her 4th goal of the game.
And you knew the very second that she was out in front, 1v1 with the goalie, you knew that that one was going to find the back of the net. There's just nothing you can do there. Georgia Frost is just so talented, such tremendous stick work, and she finds the back of the net for the 4th time in this period. That puts the Panthers up 7-0.
That's Frost's 7th goal on the season, bringing her point total 8. She has an assist today as well. And here Graham moving up ice for the Panthers. Her shot's wide right. And here's Price again. Poked away there by Di Pasquale. Smith fighting for it. She hits the deck. And whistle is blown. And I think we're going to get a penalty here. And we'll see who the penalty is on. I think it's going to be on number 3, Short. And so now High Point will get on the power play here, which is what North Carolina State does not want whatsoever, being down 7 goals here in the first period and already being down a player. This is not what the Wolfpack needs right now to get back into this game. High Point gets their line out. And there will be a face-off. It will be 5-on-4 hockey here for the Panthers. As Graham wins the face-off, she'll get it up to Bartlett. Bartlett looking for an open. Hits the post. That almost went in. Padilla didn't look ready there. Here's Price. Over to Frost. Frost on the attack. Frost dishes it over to Graham. Graham almost getting poked away. That's Lindsay Day for North Carolina State. Frost comes up with it. Frost looking for an open player. It's Price. Over to Graham. Back to Price. Price shot is loose puck, and High Point almost had another goal. Man, that would have been close. McPhee was down there for the Panthers, and here comes NC State. And no such luck. And a minute left of this power play here for the Panthers. And here's McPhee. McPhee will give it up. It's Graham. Over to Bartlett. Hoyt checks into the game for High Point. Bartlett's shot. Good save there by Padilla. And it will be a face-off in NC State territory.
And she's definitely been tasked with a lot in this game. And obviously she's allowed 7 goals, but she's definitely had her fair share of great saves, just like she made right there.
And it's hard to put a goalie in against a good team like High Point, who doesn't have a lot of experience playing the position. But we have seen some nice flashes from Padilla today in net, and that was one of them. Miller wins the face-off. And McPhee will get it over to Blair. Her shot just a little bit wide, and Hoyt recovers. Hoyt gives it up to Miller. Back to McPhee, and NC State's going to clear it. Smart play with 30 seconds left here in the power play. Johnston gives it up to Bartlett. Bartlett on the attack. Here come the Panthers. They got numbers. Here's Bartlett. Bartlett up ice. Bartlett's shot is in! Kate Bartlett tacks on another goal for High Point, her first of her High Point career, the freshman. It's 8-0 Panthers.
And that shot coming from such a tough angle. You saw her go all the way to the right side. You thought maybe she was going to pass it back towards the middle, but she lets that one off and somehow gets it to find the back of the net. For the 8th time this game, the Panthers light the lamp, and they lead 8-0.
Bartlett picks up her first career goal, as I mentioned earlier. 3rd point on the season. She already had 2 assists prior. This is Montes on the attack. Montes' shot's no good. And a good defensive possession there for the Panthers. High Point fighting for her on the boards. That's Blair. Cave comes up with it. He gets it back to Blair. Hoyt tries to clear it. NC State fighting for it. And it eventually cleared by High Point, by Cave. I'll wrap up the first period. It was a pretty eventful one. 8 goals scored by the Panthers, and Georgia Frost picking up her 2nd hat trick of the season. We're going to take a short break here as we let intermission presume. It's the High Point Panthers 8 and the North Carolina State Wolfpack 0 Point Hockey Network. And welcome back here to Greensboro Ice House. If you're just joining us alongside Peyton Youse, I'm Brian Hanway. If you're looking at the scoreboard, well, it's correct, and it's good because the High Point Panthers are up 8-0 here on the North Carolina State Wolfpack. Georgia Frost picking up her 2nd hat trick of the season, with Raquel Cave also getting a goal for the Panthers, along with Addison Graham. Kate Bartlett also picking up her first goal as well. It has been a dominant game for the High Point Panthers nonetheless, Peyton.
Yeah, and Georgia Frost, she got her hat trick there, but she wasn't done. She tacked on one more in that first period. She's at 4 right now, and she's going to look to continue to add to that total, as are the Panthers.
High Point's going to win win the face-off as Bartlett clears it into the North Carolina State zone. And Price fighting for it. On the ice for High Point, it will be Price, Frost, Bartlett, Graham, and Tuccinardi, the typical starting line for the Panthers. Here's Bartlett fighting for it on the boards. She'll try to dump it off to Price with no such luck. Here's Montes, who's been having, the scoreboard may not show it, but Montes has been fighting for the Panthers, and we've seen her make some flashes as that shot is wide left by Tuccinardi. But, yeah, Montes has been, we saw her make a couple nice plays. She's been the one bright spot for the NC State Wolfpack so far in this game.
Yeah, and she's coming off an absolutely tremendous season, 42 points in just 13 games, Hasn't been able to replicate that in this game, but you got to give credit to the Panthers. They presented a very tough test, and they have brought their A game in evidence as to why they are up 8-0.
Here's Graham up the ice for the Panthers. Graham's shot is in! Addison Graham, with not even 2 minutes into this period, puts one in the net for the Panthers. Her second one of the game. It's 9-0 High Point.
Georgia Frost obviously got a hat trick, but Addie Graham now looking for a hat trick as well. She gets goal number 2, and now she's one away from joining Georgia Frost as the second Panther with a hat trick in this game.
Graham picking up her second goal of the game and on her season as Miller wins the face-off for High Point. They have been absolutely dominating for the Panthers thus far, as that one is saved there by Padilla, who has been having a rough game in the net for the Wolfpack so far. And we're going to take some time off real quick. I think they're checking on the goalie, Padilla. And it looks like they're going to have to get a new goalie in net. And welcome back as Lauren Padilla leaves the game. This game is actually going to be recorded as over for now. So High Point does win this one 9-0. So here we have it, folks. Lizzie Johnston is playing goal for High Point, and the backup goalie for High Point, Kate Nikolai, will be NC State's goalie for the duration of the game. But no matter how this game plays out, this game will end as a 9-0 game. High Point will win this one, but we will carry out the stream as such for the rest of the duration of this game. So Addison Graham will win that face-off for the Panthers, and NC State will take over. Here's Montes. She'll dump it off over to Short, which is immediately lost, and Bartlett recovers for the Panthers. Bartlett racing up ice. Bartlett's shot blocked there by Di Pasquale as Short recovers for the Wolfpack. Batted away by Graham. Frost picks it up. Great move there by Frost. Here comes Frost coming up ice. Batted away there. Shot on goal is saved by Nikolai. That was Bridget Price. Not Caitlin Price, Bridget Price with the shot on goal there. Saved immediately there by Nikolai.
Yeah, great save by Nikolai, but a great job there from Bridget Price being in the right place at the right time. You saw the puck get away from Georgia Frost, but Bridget Price right there to attempt the shot. Doesn't find the back of the net, but a great look anyway.
Kate Nikolai appeared in the first game against Alabama, gave up 6 goals on the season, having 26 saves, and has an 0-1 record so far this season. So she will fill in for Lauren Padilla of NC State as High Point continues to fight for it here as Short recovers. Carter will throw it up on the boards. And here comes NC State here, trying to get it into their offensive zone. NC State hasn't really had a lot of opportunities on their own offensive side. High Point's defense has been stellar, and they've just been on the attack this entire game.
Yeah, it hasn't even been that the Wolfpack haven't had a good attack. It's just that the Panthers' defense has been so good, and their attack as well has just been so good that the Wolfpack just haven't had any opportunities. It's not even that they haven't been able to convert on those opportunities. They just haven't even had any opportunities outright.
Tuccinardi has it for the Panthers, and she will dump it back. And here's Miller. Back to Tuccinardi, and that one is taken away there by Montes. Here comes Grace Montes. Up the ice for the Wolfpack. Montes trying to get something going. Shots wide, and is recovered by NC State. Montes gets it back, but it's taken away by Price. And that will go up, and no icing is called. And here comes Price.
And the shot finds the back of the net, this time from Raquel Cave.
Picking up her second goal of the season for High Point. Second one of the game, and it's 10-0 Panthers.
And Cave on that one had all the space in the world and uses it to her advantage. Lights the lamp for another Panthers goal.
Here's High Point. They'll have possession here as Cave dumps it off to Price cross ice. Price moving up. High Point's got numbers. Her shot is immediately eaten up there by Nikolai. So another goal. The score will not change if you're just joining us. This game is over, but not just because of the score. NC State unfortunately lost their goalie, so now High Point is allowing backup goalie Kate Nikolai be their goalie, NC State's goalie, excuse me. Lawrence Cave's goal, I believe, counts in the stat sheet. I don't know if it does, but High Point's offense has been dominant nonetheless. And it's still a 9-0 game, 10-0, whoever. It's club hockey, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna do our best to keep you in the loop, but it is club hockey after all. But what a game that we're having here for High Point. They've just been dominant on all two stages. Excuse me, not three. This isn't football. But what a dominant game that we have been seeing on them, especially from Georgia Frost, as she is moving up ice, puts a move on a defender, and Nikolai immediately saves that one. But a good effort there from Frost. NC State trying to get something going. Montes clears it for him, and High Point will start over here. Here's Bartlett. That one is tapped away there. And that will be out of bounds, and a face-off will happen in the neutral zone. Face-off in High Point offensive territory. We've been saying that a lot today, as they have just been on the attack all game long. Shot is wide left from McPhee. It's just missed. And here come the Panthers again. Blair almost had an opportunity there. She'll recover. She'll get it to center ice. Hoyt tries to get a shot off. No good. And Nikolai will eat that one up. And another face-off will happen here for the Panthers.
And it's something right there that we haven't seen the Panthers do a lot of, not being able to execute on the opportunities that they've been presented with. They had a lot of good looks on that possession, just not able to convert.
Mato will clear that one for NC State. High Point continues to fight for it. And here comes McPhee. Up the ice, she'll clear that one. And the refs are going to let the kids play here. No icing called. Tuccinardi intercepts it. Tuccinardi tries to get across ice, no good. Poked away there by Blair. Hits the post and almost snuck in. As Tuccinardi will try to keep it away. The NC State, here comes Mato. Price will recover here for the Panthers. Bridget Price over to Blair. Blair looking for someone. And she will throw it up on the boards as Price gives it off to Tuccinardi. Her slap shot is eaten up there by Nikolai. A good shot there from Tuccinardi from way out there. Just couldn't find it. Just couldn't squeeze it in the net.
And a great opportunity here for Nikolai to get some of those reps she's obviously not getting in a lot of the games, with Lizzie Johnson holding it down in net. Nikolai not seeing
Price.
much time, but a great opportunity for Nikolai to get a lot of these first-team reps that she's being faced with. Being faced with a lot of shots here, and she's doing a great job holding her own.
Bridget Price almost had a goal there on her teammate, but a great save there by Nikolai. As Frost will give it off. Big slap shot there from Bartlett. No good. And here's Frost again. Frost taken away by Carter. Short couldn't get a stick on it. Here's Cave. Has 2 goals today. And Cave will put it up on the boards. And here comes Price again. Hoyt over to Price. Oh, and she just mishandled that. Would have been another goal opportunity there for the Panthers. But here comes Carter coming up the ice for NC State. Carter looking for an open player. No such luck. And it's picked off again. Here comes Bartlett for High Point. 2-on-2. Bartlett maneuvering. Bartlett looking for someone open. Will take it herself. And she'll start this one over. Nope, she's going to go right back on the attack. Bartlett's shot is saved by Nikolai. Great save there by her as Miller recovers. Down low, couldn't get it. Frost looking for her 4th goal. Frost throws it up on the boards. Miller recovers. And great defense there by NC State, as High Point had a couple opportunities there to tack on another goal. And here's here's Frost. Frost, shot. What a save there by Nikolai with her glove. She said not today to Georgia Frost, who already has a hat trick today. And NC State's going to escape one.
And that's going to be some great confidence there from Nikolai, being able to stop a player who has been seemingly unstoppable in this game.
Smith shot on goals, no good for NC State. And Tuccinardi will take over. Here comes Tuccinardi. What a move. 1-on-2. Tuccinardi takes it herself, and shot is saved there by Nikolai. There was another really nice move that Paige Tuccinardi put there on her defender, but no such luck there.
She's had a couple good looks here in the past few minutes. Tried to go 5-hole there, but doesn't work out. Stellar stuff from Nikolai.
Face off here for Miller. Her shot's wide right, no good. And here comes Matos. Matos coming up ice for NC State. Here we go. Good move. Shot is saved up there by Lizzie Johnston. Another great save for her as Matos, again, showing off her skill set, trying to get a goal here for the Wolfpack.
She's obviously been quieted by this Panthers defense throughout the entirety of the game. Another good look there, but unfortunately she just can't convert.
Face-off won by NC State. High Point fighting for it. Can't see who has the edge. It's Tuccinardi. She's fighting for it here as that one's picked off by Matos. Here comes Grace Matos. That one's poked away. Hoyt sticking her defender. Short gets loose. That's Carter, excuse me. Another save there by Lizzie Johnston. Two really good back-to-back saves there by Johnston. As that is probably the most shots that we've seen NC State get on her in a second period of time here in this game.
Yeah, she has not been faced with much at all in this game, but she's been able to hold her own when she has, showing evidence of that right there, stopping not one but two different Wolfpack shots.
NC State wins the face-off as Matos has it again. Matos looking for an open player. She's going to take it herself for now. Matos dumps it off to Carter. Carter, and that one's batted away by Tuccinardi as she recovers her own shot. Carter from center ice, no good, and Tuccinardi will clear it. Good defensive possession there for High Point as NC State had a couple opportunities there. Here's Matos behind the net. She'll give it off to Smith as Smith tries to get a stick on it. No such luck, but Bartlett comes up with it. Here comes Kate Bartlett. Bartlett maneuvering in the zone. Shot on goal, no good. Good shot there by Kate Bartlett. And here's Frost again. Frost fighting for it. She gets it back. Frost will take it back and will set her options. Frost shot in. Another goal here for Georgia Frost. Her fourth one tonight. Score won't change, but a 4-goal performance here for Georgia Frost.
Yeah, had a bit of a dry spell there. Obviously, a bit of an exaggeration. Only about 10 minutes without a goal, but nonetheless, Georgia Frost finding the back of the net for the 5th time in this game. And with that, it'll be a running clock.
So with it being 9-0 and the game already pretty much over, there will be a running clock to finish out the rest of this game as another shot. Oh, and Bartlett almost had a wraparound shot there, but it was saved there by Nikolai. So that one gets batted away, and High Point will recover. Here's Cave at the top. Cave dumps it back off to Frost. Frost having a game of her own today. Has been phenomenal for the High Point Panthers, along with many others. But 4 goals, Peyton, that's something.
Yeah, she's had herself one of the most memorable nights in High Point hockey history. And this one is definitely going to be one for the record books.
Here's Frost again, trying to get goal number 5. She'll set her options. Cave has it. Cave already has 2 goals. That one's blocked by Carter, I believe. Cave still has it. Backhand shot blocked again. And a nice save there by Nikolai. As High Point has not been taking it easy on her teammate. Frost tries to sneak one. Oh, she does! Another goal by Georgia Frost. I mean, at this point, it's just getting a little old, Peyton.
Yeah, Brian, stop me if you've heard this one before. Georgia Frost finds the back of the net. This time, for the 6th time
Yeah,
and the
6-1.
Panthers just continue to pour it on here against the Wolfpack.
High Point's going to get a new line out there. We're going to see McPhee, Tuccinardi, Blair, Miller with the win on the faceoff, and Caitlin Price. Carter fighting for NC State. Here comes Carter. Poked away by Nope, Carter's going to recover. Carter's shot is saved again there by Lizzie Johnston. And she has had a lot of flashes today with the very limited opportunity that she's had. It looks like a foul is going to be called on Paige Tuccinardi. And she'll hit the penalty box. And that is High Point's first penalty of the game. So a power play opportunity here for the NC State Wolfpack.
And definitely their best opportunity in this game with Tuccinardi being in the penalty box. Obviously the Wolfpack now being in advantage with the power play, a chance for them to find the back of the net for the first time in this game.
High Point will lose that face-off. That one almost sneaks by Johnson, just a little bit wide right. And here are the Wolfpack here, as that one is loose. Here come the Panthers. Miller throws it off the boards. Here comes Sarah Miller. No such luck. Miller tries to give it off to Blair, and NC State with a good defensive possession there. Here comes Day up the ice. Wolfpack have numbers now, and that one is mishandled by Harris, but immediately picked up here. That one is saved again by Lizzie Johnston. Another phenomenal save for the Panthers goalie today. She has seen more action that she saw in the last period. This entire that one blocked, and Frost will recover for the Panthers. Here comes Frost up the ice. Frost shot saved by Nikolai. And that one again mishandled by NC State. Here's McPhee. Throw it up on the boards. And Matos recovers. Grace Matos, the former High Point Panther, was on that championship team last year, is now sporting the NC State red and black. Ram fighting for the puck. It's recovered here by Miller, and she'll just throw it up the ice. Just over 4.5 minutes left to play here in the rest of the second period. Just joining us, the game ended at a 9-0 score. NC State unfortunately lost their goalie, Lauren Padilla, for the game. High Point has since inserted Kate Nikolai, their backup goalie, the freshman, to be NC State's goalie for the duration of the game. Oh, and two players collide there, and a player is down for NC State. And it looks like she's all right. She's going to rub that one off as she collided, I believe, with Kayla Blair. And a whistle is called, and we will see what's happening here. The power play is over, so Tuccinardi can come back. A good defensive hold for the Panthers. Georgia Frost with 6 goals tonight, Peyton?
Yeah,
Something
she's
like
got
that?
6 goals in this game.
2 of them didn't count, unfortunately, so she ended with 4 goals. Her second hat trick of the season, her second multi-goal scoring game of the season. What a way to start the season for Georgia Frost.
Yeah, she saw that hat trick and she said, that's not good enough. I'm going to go ahead and double it. Gets the equivalent of 2 hat tricks with 6 goals, and she's just having herself an outing for the ages.
NC State trying to move up the ice here as Carter recovers. Here's Matos surveying her options, and that one just got by short there, and Cave's going to recover. Here comes Cave. Already has 2 goals today. Cave looking for her teammate. She couldn't find Blair for a second, and that one's just going to go and hit the boards. Blair bats that one down with her skate, and will go a little bit wide right as Miller recovers. Dumps it off to Bartlett. Bartlett's shot is wide right. She has a goal today as well, picking up her first career goal as a High Point Panther. And here comes Carter, coming up the ice for the Wolfpack. Going up against two High Point defenders, and Bartlett just throws her body at her. And High Point comes up with the puck. Here comes Tuccinardi coming up the ice. Tuccinardi, shot. Oh, just hit the top of the post. Almost snuck past Nikolai there. And will go out of bounds, and a face-off will occur in High Point Ozone territory.
And that was about as close as you can get without making it hitting off that top crossbar. And that one coming from distance. Tuccinardi trying that one from way outside.
Graham comes up with it for High Point. Gives it off to Frost. Frost over to Tuccinardi. That one's blocked by NC State. Frost gives it back to Tuccinardi at the top. Cross ice over to Price. That one's saved by Nikolai again. And another face-off will occur here. It's a great game overall for the High Point Panthers, Peyton. You can't say it enough. They've been aggressive all game. They've been on the attack all game. And if it's like this for the rest of the season, they're going to be sitting well, looking to defend their distinguished ACCHL title that they won last year in their first ever season as a program.
And that's one of the defining characteristics of a winning team. Obviously, getting up to an early lead is one thing, but then holding it and continuing to keep the foot on the gas is another. And the Panthers have done that to a T in this game. They obviously started out really strong, but they did not let up one bit. They've continued to apply the pressure, and this will definitely go down as one of the strongest wins in High Point women's hockey program history.
Emma Smith with the last shot eaten up there by Nikolai as NC State wins the face-off as Matos has it. Loose puck. Recovered there by Short, and immediately High Point jumps on it. Here comes Frost. 6 goals on the night for her. Frost trying to put one in the backhand. Swatted away by Nikolai. Here's Frost again. Frost dumps it off, and that will wrap things up here in the second period. 9-0 game here in Greensboro. It's the Georgia Frost show tonight, as High Point continues to lead this game 9-0 as we head into the third period. We're going to take a little break here. We'll be right back. Alongside Peyton Youse, I'm Brian Hanway. It's 9-0 High Point here at the Greensboro Ice House. And welcome back here to Greensboro Ice House. Alongside Peyton Youse, I'm Brian Hanway. It's 9-0. This dominant game by the Panthers. As we mentioned, it's the Georgia Frost show today, Peyton. 6 goals on the night for her. 2 of them didn't count. NC State lost their goalie in the beginning stages of the second period, so this game will finish 9-0. They're just going to play out the rest of the games as such. But what a dominant performance for the High Point Panthers. We mentioned this so many times today, but we can't mention it enough.
Yeah, they obviously got off to that slow start. Had a lot of opportunities early on, but they just couldn't convert. And then all of a sudden, the switch just flipped. Georgia Frost, Addie Graham, everybody just started to get in on the action. They were pouring it on early after that slow start, and the Wolfpack have just had no answer. The Panthers have just not let up, and they have continued to press their foot on the gas, and they currently hold, obviously, that 9-0 lead.
Matos trying to get something going for her team. Was on High Point's team last year, transferred to NC State. She's had her flashes. It's just there's no goals to show for it, unfortunately. As that one goes out of bounds, and it will be a face-off in offensive territory here for the Panthers. Sarah Miller will take over the face-off duty. She wins that one. She's been very good with face-offs today, as Smith tries to get it down low over to Blair. No such luck, and Matos recovers it. Matos working on Blair. She tries to get it to her teammate. No such luck, and Tuccinardi will take it over from Johnston. As she tries, a big hit there. As Tuccinardi hit the decks pretty hard. Hit the boards, excuse me. As Smith fighting for it on the boards with Hoyt. A lot of fighting for the puck up against the boards. As NC State finally gets possession, but immediately recovered by the Panthers. Tuccinardi tries to get it up to Blair. He gets it back to Tuccinardi, but she'll just throw it up along the boards. And Matos will recover for the Wolfpack. Here comes Matos. Going up 1-on-4 as she slips. Hits the ice hard, and Tuccinardi will recover. Here's Hoyt. Over to Blair. Blair working on Smith. That one is taken away, but High Point immediately recovers it. Blair working on her defender. A good defensive possession there by Di Pasquale of NC State. But here's Georgia Frost. Frost looping around the net. Frost tries to get another goal, and she does. Another goal for Georgia Frost. That is goal number 7. That's her 3rd goal on her own teammate. I don't think Kate Nicolai is going to like that very much. She scored 3 goals on her own teammate. I mean, that is just absurd. 2 hat tricks. Double hat trick for her. 7th goal of the game. And she has 3 goals against 2 goalies today. How about that? You don't see that a lot in hockey. In fact, I don't think we've ever seen it in hockey before.
Yeah, having a hat trick is one thing. Having a hat trick against your own teammate after already having a hat trick plus another goal against the opposing goalie is, I think, unheard of in this sport. But Georgia Frost out here making ice hockey history.
Face-off won by NC State. As that one hits the post. No such luck there, and here comes Price. Bartlett gloves it, and she'll move up ice for High Point. Bartlett has got numbers. 1-on-1, her shot's a little bit up. No such luck. Oh, hits the ice hard. That was an NC State player. And immediately recovered by High Point behind the net. Matos throws it up against the boards. And no such luck for Graham. Here's Cave. She'll dump it over to Bartlett. Over to Price. Price moving up ice. And she'll just fling it over to Nicolai. And she'll let her temporary NC State teammates take over. Here's Smith. Over to Emma Smith of High Point. And Carter recovers for NC State. Carter, shot saved by Lizzie Johnston. Tuccinardi will take over. Oh, it had been poked away there by NC State, but High Point immediately recovers. Here comes Addison Graham. Oh, she would have had a one-on-one opportunity if she could have handled that better.
And you know she's kicking herself for that one. She saw nothing but open ice there. Unfortunately, just can't handle it.
Both teams fighting for the puck here. Price gets it, and here comes Graham off to the races. She'll dump it off to her teammate. That's Frost again. Frost and Graham, 2-on-1. Frost saved by Nikolai. Oh, but poked away. It would have another second chance goal opportunity for High Point. But NC State stands their ground and pokes it away. But here's Frost again, 1-on-1. Frost puts a move on a defender. Tries to get it over to Nikolai. And saved. A good save there by Kate Nikolai. As Georgia Frost has had her number this past period and a half. But she said not today. Another face-off for the two teams. And won by Miller. Tuccinardi at the top of the key. Her shot is immediately eaten up there by Nikolai. Good save for her, as that one was coming in hot off the stick of Paige Tuccinardi.
And you've seen Tuccinardi try a lot of shots, not just shots in general, but shots from the outside. She has not been afraid to fire from distance, and just another example of that right there on that one.
Smith, oh, Price almost having a goal there. But Matos recovers it for NC State. Here's Smith for High Point. Oh, and almost Blair almost getting one there for the Panthers as well. Miller has it. NC State trying to clear it. Another shot from the top of the key from Tuccinardi's wide left. And Price gets it back. Loose puck at the moment. Here's Caitlin Price. Matos pokes it away. Price continued to fight for it for the High Point Panthers. Matos will just fling it away. And icing is called, and it will be a face-off on the other side. So again, we'll go down the schedule again for High Point. They'll take on Virginia on November 9th. They'll go to Charlottesville to take them on. Then immediately after, the next week, it's the ACCHL Fall Tournament. Once we get back for winter break, they'll come back home on the 24th of January to take on Chapel Hill. And then 2 days later, they'll go to Virginia Tech and take on the Hokies. They'll have a 2-game series there. One game will be on January 26th. Second will be on February 1st. Then they play Chapel Hill again as they come back home. And then they will see North Carolina State again here in Greensboro on February 15th, 8 o'clock puck drop. And then the WACCHL playoffs will begin on February 21st as High Point looks to defend their title. Shot is blocked there off the stick of Bartlett. Neither teams have anything to lose. This game is already recorded as a 9-0 win. In the early stages of the second period, it was called, but they're letting the kids play to finish this game out. Hoyt's shot is saved there again by Nikolai. She has had some flashes today as well, as she is going up against her teammates, filling in for Lauren Padilla, the NC State goalie, who unfortunately had to leave the game early in the second period. Not even 2 minutes in, she gets hurt, and Kate Nikolai steps up for him so they can wrap up this game.
And this just definitely has to be a big sigh of relief for the High Point coaching staff. Obviously, Lizzie Johnson being in goal, but if she was ever to have to miss a game or be hurt, obviously the Panthers are definitely, they can rest assured that Kate Nikolai will be able to hold her own in the net if that happens.
Bartlett's shot is wide and batted away there by Nikolai. Cave fighting for it for the Panthers. Cave shots wide right, no good. And Hoyt will recover. Hoyt's shot is blocked there by Matos. Matos continue to fight for it. Here's Hoyt. And recovered there by Frost. Frost looking for a teammate, finds Cave. Cave looking for a teammate. She finds Hoyt. Hoyt down low to Bartlett's no good, but High Point immediately recovers. Tuccinardi will bring it back across the red line so they won't get called for offsides, but immediately finds Blair and then stolen away by NC State. Loose puck, but recovered by High Point. That's Emma Smith. And here comes Price. Matos fighting on the boards for NC State. And Emma Smith immediately clears it. Here come the Panthers. Once more. That's Carter for the Wolfpack. And Price recovers again. Poked away. Blair's got numbers. Price is there, but immediately sticked away. Good defensive possession there for the Wolfpack. Smith surveying her options. Has it over to Gross. Gross shot batted away. NC State cannot get anything going on the offensive side, and High Point will take over once again. Carter has it for the Wolfpack, and he will wait behind the net. Bartlett has it again for the Panthers. Over to Graham, but a good stop there from Harris. High Point immediately recovers. Here's Miller. Back over to Frost. Good move there. Frost moving up ice. Here comes Georgia Frost again, but immediately batted away. Peyton, I'm sure High Point probably won't score 9 goals in a game again. Well, they technically scored probably 13 goals. The other goals just weren't counted. Man, if they were able to play like this, I mean, they should have no problem defending their title, but they do have a couple tough opponents coming up. Virginia Tech notoriously being a good team. High Point beat them in the championship last year, I believe. But regardless, 9-0 is a very dominant performance and something to look forward to as they look to defend their title.
Yeah, and this is going to be a huge confidence booster for this team. Obviously, they didn't get started on the right foot with back-to-back losses against Alabama, who, in their right respect, are a very good team. But obviously, the Panthers now, they know that they can win, and they can win in dominant fashion. They're showing that in this game to the full. And like you said, they're going to be taking on some very tough opponents, but this definitely bodes well for them as they move forward throughout their season.
Face off in neutral zone is won by High Point. It's very encouraging to see. I mean, this is the second year of this program. I mean, who would have thought? Who would have thought they would have won the ACCHL in their first year of existence? A tremendous accomplishment for Kim Starcher and assistant coach Cam Gross, who put together a really solid team last year. Not all these girls go to High Point. The Price sisters go to Elon. Lizzie Johnston goes to App State. So, I mean, this is not all High Point players on the team, and they're still able to come together on any given day and play this type of brand of hockey that is really nice to see out here on the ice. Here comes High Point again. It's Blair this time. Blair fighting for an opportunity. Blair's shot hits the corner of the net, bounces right out. NC State will try to clear it, but Georgia Frost comes up with it. Frost top of the key. Poked away here by Matos. Matos have it. Here's an opportunity here for NC State. Probably the best we've seen them get, but High Point comes up with it again, and Tuccinardi clears it.
Yeah, every time it looks like the Wolfpack have a great opportunity, the High Point defense just comes up with something big, and they do that right there and send it back on the attack.
What a goal there by Georgia Frost. That was unbelievable. I thought Nikolai had that in the bag, and she absolutely snuck it 5-hole into the net. What a game for Georgia Frost. Peyton, is that 8 goals?
That is not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7, but 8 goals for Georgia Frost in this game.
Unbelievable. Unfortunately, the 4 of them don't count, unfortunately, but nonetheless, what a game for Georgia Frost regardless. Still playing hard even when it doesn't count, which is good to see for High Point. Just under 4.5 minutes left to play here in Greensboro. Once again, if you're just joining us alongside Peyton, Youse, I'm Brian Hanway. This game ended pretty much in the beginning of the second period when NC State lost their goalie. It is a 9-0 final, but even when it doesn't count, Georgia Frost still snuck 4 goals in. Just unfortunate for her, they won't count in the stat sheet, because that'd be pretty cool. I mean, coming in, she already had 3. If those goals did count, she would have left this game with 11 goals on the season, and she's only played 3 games so far.
Yeah, and obviously, you know, it's not realistic for her to continue that pace throughout the entirety of the season. You look at college football, guys like Ashton Genty, obviously, you know, at a 2,000-yard pace, there's no way he's going to be able to continue that for the whole season.
Yep.
But when you look at Georgia Frost, you just hope that she can continue to play somewhat close to this level, not asking for 8 goals every single game, but that she can continue to just provide that offensive boost for this Panthers team.
Well, it's not only her. Addison Graham has had a very good game of her own as well, also tallying on 2 goals. Raquel Cave also has 2 goals for High Point. And then we've seen Tuccinardi play very good on the defensive side, and Bartlett showing off some flash there, and as well as the Price sisters. And Lizzie Johnson as well in her own respect. Not seeing as much action as maybe she was anticipating, but still, when her number was called, she showed up. And what a game that she's been having, because in the very limited opportunities that she's had, she's been a brick wall for the Panthers.
Yeah, and this is a pick-your-poison type of team when it comes to the Panthers. When you look at the Wolfpack, Grace Matas, really the only one that can provide that offensive jolt for the team. But when it comes to the Panthers, Addie Graham, Georgia Frost, Paige Tuccinardi, they have so many different options that there's really no wrong way to go when it comes to this team.
Face off in NC State offensive territory here, won by High Point, and that will go out of bounds as Tuccinardi flicks it out. Nine o'clock puck drop on November 9th as they take on Virginia for their next game. This game was originally supposed to be played at 8, got moved up to 5:30. Excuse me, 4:30 was our call time. As High Point gets away with an early one tonight, everybody can enjoy the rest of their Saturday. Watch some college football. As we mentioned earlier, our beloved Penn State Nittany Lions taking on the Wisconsin Badgers today, hoping to get a dub. Here comes Price up ice, as that one is poked away there by Matos. Blair had it for a second. And we are just at about 1.5 minutes left of this game. And icing is called, and we are going to get another face-off here with 1:15. Clock has been running this entire period. 9-0 final here in Greensboro. A great win for the High Point Panthers nonetheless. Smith tries to dump it off to Tuccinardi, gets away from her. Slap shot is no good, just wide left. Here's Price again. That one almost sneaks past Nikolai. And Blair almost had an opportunity for a second chance right there. Price with the face-off, probably the last one we'll see today. Smith over to Blair. Price doesn't get her stick on that one. And here's Matos draining out the rest of the time. She'll take it by herself. Here comes Matos with 16 seconds left to play. Matos shot wide left. Couldn't sneak it in. And a dominant game for the High Point Panthers. They pick up their first win of the season, a 9-0 win over the NC State Wolfpack. The Georgia Frost Show has come to an end tonight. 4 goals that counted, but realistically we're going to say that she had 8 goals. But Peyton, as we said many, many times on this broadcast, a dominant win for the High Point Panthers as they get their first win of the season.
There's dominance, and then there's what the Panthers did to this Wolfpack team. Absolutely dismantled them, picked them apart in every single way, picking up the 14-0 win as they get their first win of this season.
And we're going to sign off here in the Greensboro Ice House from all of us here, the High Point University Club Sports Media Group. Alongside Peyton Youse, I'm Brian Hanway. Final score, Panthers 9, Wolfpack 0, as the Panthers take on the Virginia Cavaliers on November 9th. So long, everybody.